Would you like to feel more energy and have a better mood in 30 days or less? That's the guarantee I offer with the health-building food I'm about to introduce you to. My name is Stephen Hewer. In an effort to heal myself of chronic constipation, adrenal exhaustion, yeast overgrowth, depression, and severe fatigue, I've been reading and applying holistic methods of healing to my body for over 36 years. I earned a Bachelor of Science degree in nutrition as a naturopath in 1990 and have been in full-time consultative practice since that time. The journey has been long, hard, and painful and is now becoming very rewarding. As a result of the unique challenges I had and the many paths I have walked down in hopes of finding the answer, I have acquired a unique and powerful body of knowledge from direct experience and with thousands of clients. The result of this experience and knowledge enables me to say this: if you do not feel better in 30 days or less on any supplement or dietary program, you are not on an effective program for your unique needs. I offer a free nutritional consultation of your current diet and supplement program and why it may not be effective for you. Now I'd like to share with you some nutritional information about how you can begin to make a huge improvement in your health when you work with my office and with this unique product I'll now introduce you to. To give you some background, I need to educate you a little bit about protein. Approximately 75% of the dry weight of the human body is made up of protein, 23% is minerals, and perhaps 2% is vitamins. Each day, the approximately 100 trillion cells of your body need to produce enzymes, hormones, neurotransmitters, antioxidants, and to repair themselves on a 24-hour-a-day basis. This entire process is predominantly a protein-based function. Proteins are made of amino acids. There are 20 amino acids that make up all proteins in nature. When you eat protein, your body's final goal after digesting protein is to scissor off single amino acid molecules. Once the free amino acids enter the bloodstream, your body can now create a vast quantity and variety of proteins for you to function in a happy and healthy state. Under proper nutritional conditions, your body can now repair all 100 trillion cells and produce all the enzymes needed for energy, detoxification, and antioxidant and hormone production. However, if 50% of the amino acids entering your bloodstream are bent or twisted from the heating process, then your body cannot use these amino acids. In order for your body to benefit from amino acids, they must retain the shape that nature originally gave them. One of the biggest overlooked mistakes of human nutrition is that of heating proteins. When you heat proteins to 118 degrees or higher, the amino acids that make up the proteins begin to become bent and twisted. This bending and twisting makes them unusable to the body. In this damaged state, the body looks at these amino acids as toxic and irritating. Now the body has to use the liver and kidneys to filter out this vast quantity of toxic amino acids. If a bricklayer were to get a pallet of bricks delivered to a job site and 50% of the bricks were bent and twisted, then the bricklayer would have to sift through all of the bricks to find 50% that he could use. The job site would become cluttered with damaged bricks. The bricklayer would have to work harder to find the bricks and work around the clutter on the job site. The job of building the brick wall is slowed down and the bricklayer has to work harder to complete the job. This is similar to what happens in your body. Every time you eat protein that has been subjected to normal cooking temperatures, your body works overtime to find the amino acids it can use. Then it works overtime to filter out through the liver and kidneys all the unusable elements of damaged proteins. This creates inflammation, overworked liver and kidneys, and a buildup of acid toxins within your body. This buildup of acid toxins lowers the oxygen levels within your body and creates fatigue, inflammation, depression, infections, and degenerative diseases of all kinds, including cancer. No animal in the wild suffers from any degenerative diseases if they are allowed to eat their wild raw food and remain free of toxins. However, humans get all manner of diseases and live shortened lives due to the cooking of foods. This one violation of natural law leads to a cascade of unwanted biochemical changes in the body that lead to lowered quality life and a shorter lifespan. In an effort to improve quality and longevity of life, I have found that eating one's proteins and fats raw is vital to youthful living. Starches in some vegetables can be cooked and the negative effects on the body are minimal. However, proteins and fats are severely damaged from heating, and therefore protein and fat foods should optimally be consumed in their unheated and/or raw state. In 2011, a new protein food was introduced into the marketplace that was the first of its kind. It is the result of 30 years of cumulative knowledge of one researcher in the holistic health field. He contacted several grass-based dairy farmers and purchased specimens of grass from them. He analyzed the grass specimens underneath his powerful microscope to see the chloroplast content. The chloroplast content of the grass represents how healthy and nutrient-dense the grass is. He found one particular Amish farmer whose grass was the highest in the chloroplast content. He bought milk from several of these grass-based dairy farmers, including the Amish farmer, and found the Amish farmer's milk produced the highest quality whey protein powder. This inventor built a multi-million-dollar facility to separate the casein and 95% of the fat from the milk, leaving him with nothing but liquid whey and 5% fat. He developed a means of destroying all bacteria in the whey without using heat. He also developed a means of digesting approximately 98% of the lactose content, leaving only 2% lactose, thus eliminating any problems of gas for lactose intolerant people. Thus far, every lactose intolerant person has reported no negative effects from consuming this whey. Additionally, due to the fact that whey protein is small, like goat's milk and a woman's breast milk, it is easily digested even by dairy intolerant people. Thus far, 99% of every dairy intolerant person using our whey is saying that they're having no negative effects and in fact positive results. He also developed a means of drying the whey without using heat. His proprietary methods have produced a whey protein powder in which the amino acids that make up the whey have retained their original shape. They are virtually 100% usable to the body. When you consume a protein like this, you get the benefits of amino acids without any stress to your liver or kidneys. In fact, it can and does improve your liver and kidney function. Of all the proteins in nature, whey protein in its undamaged state is the most effectively used by the body. The amino acid profile and the ease of digestion makes it score 104 on the biological value scale, with the egg being at 100. As soon as you stop consuming damaged amino acids, then your body will stop having to deal with the toxic, inflammatory, and acidifying effects. Combine this with the consumption of a 100% usable whey protein, and the benefits to your body are so far surpassing the consumption of heated proteins that you have to experience it to appreciate it. When your body gets usable amino acids from a food source that does not burden the liver and kidneys, and your entire body's pathways of energy production, and when you reduce or eliminate cooked protein sources, then your body will go right into repair, reduction of inflammation, regulation of blood sugar, better brain chemistry, better energy, more endurance, and a dramatic improvement in detoxification. In fact, detoxification is such an important aspect of having fantastic health. I'm going to spotlight this subject next. I'll start by sharing my personal story. When I was 15 and a half, I had 2 large cavities drilled and filled with mercury-based silver fillings. That very same day, I came down with an extremely painful sore throat. I was not prone to illness, and sore throats never lasted very long in my childhood. But this sore throat did not go away. After 3 days, it was still very bad. So my mom took me to the doctor, and I was put on antibiotics, not just for 10 days, but a full 20 days it took to knock out this sore throat. However, within a few weeks, I started to have constipation. I'd never had this problem in my life, but for the first time, I was experiencing being bloated, feeling toxic and irritable, and uncomfortable. This went on and on for the next 24 years. This was severe constipation and required constant attention with herbal laxatives, but mostly I addressed it with once-a-week kalimas. A kalima is a home-based water irrigation system of the large bowel, and it was a life-saving device for me for many years. It has long been known that health begins in the colon, and if it is dirty, you will have all manner of illnesses to deal with, from headaches to bad breath to every disease you can name just about. Finally, after 24 years of this chronic problem, in many juice fasts and intestinal cleansing and colonics and kalimas along the way, I was introduced to the idea that mercury may be a causative factor in my health challenges. So I finally did a DMPS challenge test. This is a synthetic sulfur amino acid that is injected into the body. You then collect your urine for 24 hours and send it off for analysis. I found out I had off-the-chart high levels of mercury in my body. I proceeded to take these man-made synthetic sulfur amino acids for 9 months to continue to detoxify my body. In the 9th month, on the 9th dosage, my bowels began to work 75% normal for the first time in 24 years. Due to the severe side effects of these synthetic sulfur amino acids, I stopped using them and began to look for natural ways to detoxify my body of the remaining mercury. I tried virtually all the products on the market and found the greatest degree of results from a product we now carry called Mercury Magnet. Within a time frame of 5 years, my elimination became 95% normal and remains so to this day. I saw good detoxification results with Mercury Magnet and chlorella in myself and my clients. But the detoxification was still slow, and if the liver and kidneys were at all sluggish, then some of the detox side effects could require some people to stop taking the products. I still needed to find a way to support the liver and kidneys so that these vital organs of filtration could remove the mercury from circulation fast enough so that we could reduce the symptoms of detoxification. Time went on, and in 2010, I met the inventor of this powerful whey protein and began taking it. The improvement in my health and mood was noticeable. I stopped needing to eat so much red meat, chicken, and fish. Gradually, I introduced this powerful whey protein to our clients and started to get feedback that indicated people were detoxifying their bodies and improving their health dramatically. Due to the positive effects this whey protein was having on virtually everyone, both liver and kidney function was obviously being supported. Now, for the first time, I found a food that supported detoxification and also the organs that filter these toxins out. This meant that now everyone, both weak and strong, could take this whey protein and detoxify mercury, heavy metals, chemicals, petroleum toxins, drug deposits, and even protect them from radiation. This unique, undamaged whey protein dramatically supported glutathione production. Glutathione is your body's number one means of detoxifying itself and a primary means of protecting itself from free radicals and inflammation. I researched whey protein and found many scholarly articles, studies, and books extolling the health benefits of whey protein. These benefits were only seen when the whey was the least damaged by heat. I found out that every single whey protein product on the market, even the ones that say non-denatured and cold processed, are in fact heat sterilized. Some of these whey proteins that claim non-denatured should more accurately say less denatured. They have been heat sterilized and therefore are to some degree damaged by heat. I explain this in greater detail in a free report I wrote. Go to oneworldwhey.com to download this report. That's oneworldwhey.com. The inventor of this whey protein also developed a method of extracting the sweetness out of stevia without using heat. So people report our stevia has no bitter or metallic taste. He also uses pesticide-free strawberry powder, real vanilla, and real chocolate to produce the most delicious tasting and health-giving whey protein powders ever produced. This unique and one-of-a-kind whey protein powder is called One World Whey. To verify what I'm saying about One World Whey is true, I'd like you to hear from some of the people who've shared their results with us. If at this time you would like to call us or place an order, please press 1 on your phone pad. Now I'd like you to hear the testimonies yourself. Now I'd like to hear from 10 people the impressive results they've had taking One World Whey.
All right, this is Stephen Huer with Cocoon Nutrition. I'm speaking with Willie. Poritz, is it?
Poor and rich put together.
Poor Rich.
Yes.
Willie's from New York, and he's just shared with me the impressive results that his elderly parents have had since they've been on the One World Whey. His father and mother both being 89 years of age, going on 90, and his father evidently had arthritis pains and I guess not optimal health. And Willie, what happened to your father after he'd been on the One World Whey for a couple of months?
He didn't realize it right away, but after a little while, he came to me and I asked him about how's your arthritis and stuff, and he says, you know what? I just realized it the other day. I really don't have any pain anymore. I don't have any problem with it anymore.
And you said he looked better too, right?
Facial, yes, definitely.
Okay, and then you're with your mother. She was experiencing being physically, mentally, emotionally unstable, had been, I guess, taking lithium, and her hair mineral analysis had showed high levels of lithium and toxic levels of mercury, arsenic, and lead, and that it had been, those kind of mineral results in her hair had been seen repeatedly through 5 or 6 tests over the course of 2 years. So ever since she got on the Whey, she's had some improvement that I'd like you to describe, and you said she's also had her hair mineral analysis improved for the first time in 2 years. So share with us what that was.
Well, be honest with you, the lithium couldn't go any higher in the charts, and we had a lot of trouble finding something to bring it down into the allowable limits. And the lead, the mercury, the arsenic showed up on the charts, which now they basically don't even show up on the charts. But the lithium, was cut in half right away.
And so that was after 2 months on the whey protein.
2.5 months, yeah.
Okay. And then you also mentioned that your mother experienced some improvement in her mental, emotional, and physical stability, correct?
Yes, definitely.
All right. So basically in 2 months, 2.5 months' time, your mother's mental, physical, emotional health improved, and her toxic levels of certain elements came down, and it was verified via hair testing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's very encouraging for a lot of people, so they can see how systemic the effects are of taking One World Whey. Thanks for sharing that.
Yes.
My name is Doug Didero. For years I had an ongoing rash with itching around my eyes. This was due to metal dust particles landing on my face in the workplace. After being on One World Whey for 2 weeks, I began to have a severe rash and itching sensation around my eyes. This rash and itching lasted for 5 weeks and is now 100% gone. Additionally, without extra exercise, I've also increased my muscle size, and my wife has lost weight and gained a more attractive figure.
My name is Leslie. I've had depression since I was a child. After being on Prozac for 20 years, I got onto the One World Whey, and my need for Prozac was reduced by 50% within a few months. Now, after less than 1 year, I am completely off of Prozac. I learned that mercury is a toxin that causes brain damage and depression. By taking the One World Whey, I know I've detoxified my brain of mercury and excess glutamate, and now I'm functioning with this dramatic improvement in my mood.
My name is Angie, and my son has suffered from borderline autism and constipation. I got him on One World Whey, and in 2 months his constipation is gone. He has become friendlier, he can carry on a normal conversation with me, and he has made his first friend. He's doing great, and he looks forward to taking One World Whey every day. You could offer him a present or cake, and he would prefer the One World Whey. My name is Angie, and ever since my daughter had alternating diarrhea and constipation, she suffered from hair loss, listlessness, and was stunted in her growth. After getting her onto 2 supplements suggested by Nutripath Stephen Hewer, she has improved dramatically. Her stools have normalized, her hair and her body are growing again, and she is beaming. I credit the majority of her improvements to One World Whey.
Hi, my name is Gary Clark, and I'm 79, 80 in August. Some of the more mature listeners might remember me from the 1960s television series called The Virginian. I was one of the co-stars, and I played the part of Steve. Ah, boy, those were the days. Healthy, vital, able to leap small buildings at a single bound. But time catches up. The instrument doesn't play as well as it used to, and tune-ups last only a week or two. Several months ago, I saw an ad by Synergistic Nutrition for their One World Whey protein, and I thought I'd give it a try. Well, I did, and I liked it. I still do. A short time later, I was told that I had a partial blockage in one of the arteries leading up to my brain, which was causing little unwanted additions to my vision. So, meds were prescribed. Lots of meds, which carried with them lots of side effects. Plavix, for example, made me dizzy, and if someone looked at me too long, I'd bruise. Well, I'm sure it's a great drug, but I didn't like it. I decided to check further into this company called Synergistic Nutrition, and I had a 45-minute consultation with the owner, Stephen Hewer. We discussed virtually all of my issues, and he recommended several supplements, 2 of which were nitric oxide support and zinc. Those 2 turned out to be miraculous for me. He also recommended fresh organic fruit juice in the morning and fresh organic vegetable juice in the evening. I followed all of his recommendations, and I'll tell you, results were almost immediate. A week later, I stopped the Plavix, my own decision, and I've been off it and a few others ever since. That was 5 months ago. I saw my cardiologist last month, told him what I was doing, and he said, and I quote, "Most of my patients won't do what you're doing, Gary, and if they did, I'd be out of a job." Well, that made sense to me. You see, my wife and I have been married for 22 years. I have a 19-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old daughter. And seeing the stress and worries about me disappear from their faces is worth everything. I just want to say thank you, Synergistic Nutrition. And thank you, Stephen.
My name's Bruno. I'm 52 years old. I've tried different protein powders over the years, and they've all tasted pretty bad. I tried One World Whey and found it to be delicious. After 10 weeks on One World Whey, my wife commented, "You have more muscles and you're leaner than when you were 20 years old." My body has changed dramatically. I'm a cyclist. Normally I'll ride 2 days on and take 2 days off. After being on One World Whey, I rode 10 days in a row in over 100-degree heat, and then I'd take another 2 servings of One World Whey, and then work out at the gym for another hour and a half. I just couldn't believe these results. My normal muscle tightness and soreness after working out are virtually gone. Don't take my word for it. One World Whey comes in single servings. Just give it a try.
My name is Steve, and I'm 53 years old. One World Whey took my workouts to a new level by eliminating my painful joint aches from lifting weights and allowing me to build up muscle and tone. My 77-year-old mother visited walking very slowly and in pain from a bad knee and back. Within a couple hours, she was walking around quickly, laughing and enjoying her new mobility and ease of movement. No sugar rush or letdown. One World Whey is the best I've tried.
Hi, my name is Angie, and I wanted to let you know how your One World Whey and many of your products have helped me. I've had type 1 diabetes for 35 years and have had no control of my blood sugars. As of now, while taking the One World Whey, it's helped me stabilize my blood sugars, it's helped me with my energy level, and I also noticed my neuropathy pain in my feet disappeared. Well, with the whey, I also love the way it makes me feel, and it also makes me look a lot younger, too. It also does for me more than any medicine has ever done for me, than any doctor who has given me any medicine. And I really do credit this whey with that. Thanks for helping me and my family. And yes, my twins love this stuff. To them, your whey is better than any candy you could ever offer them. Honest. I should know. Today they fought over how much the other was getting. Thanks so much.
My name is Brad. One World Whey was the first of several products I took from Synergistic Nutrition. I immediately fell in love with it. It is the best tasting protein powder on the market by far. I've tried many whey proteins and they've all irritated my stomach. With One World Whey, it does not upset my stomach at all. I was 165 pounds, now I'm up to 175 with less body fat. I've been getting stronger and my endurance is going through the roof. This powerful combination of products has contributed to my success.
Hi, my name is Annette, and due to menopause symptoms for nearly 2 years, I suffered severe hot flashes which prevented me from sleeping all night. It was so hard to work because I continued all day to have the hot flashes from hell. I was exhausted and depleted. After only 3 weeks on One World Whey, I have no hot flashes, and I'm sleeping normally again. I feel energized and strong. This is an amazing product.
Now you've heard that One World Whey works. It replaces the need for 1/3 to 100% of your other protein sources like meat, chicken, fish, and eggs. When I stop buying fish and other meat products, I save $50 to $100 every month. This savings I invested in One World Whey. So confident are we at Synergistic Nutrition that you'll love the taste and health benefits of One World Whey that we guarantee it. If you're not thrilled with the taste and results of One World Whey in 60 days or less, simply call us, and after a consultation with one of our educated staff, you'll be entitled to a refund. We at Synergistic Nutrition are open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday Eastern Time. If you'd like to receive a free nutritional consultation or place an order, please press 1. Or if you'd like to get our free report entitled, Can Pasteurized Milk Create Disease and Shorten Your Lifespan? Please go to oneworldwhey.com to find this free report. Or if you'd like to order online, go to oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworld.com. Or if you want to call us back at your convenience, call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325.